At this point in the course, you know that we as humans go in and out of hypnosis thousands of times throughout our lifetime. Because of this, there is no right way to prepare for hypnosis. Once you get better at going deep into self-hypnosis, you can establish a post-hypnotic suggestion and immediately go into a peaceful hypnotic state. Yes, you can literally be on a crowded bus with kids yelling in every direction and instantly transport yourself to a beach in Cancun just by saying a simple word or phrase. We'll talk more about this in another section. Now, another thing to remember is that interruptions are going to be inevitable. Once you accept that, it'll make your life a lot easier, trust me. I can still remember when I first began self-hypnosis. It took me close to 20 minutes to finally enter the proper hypnotic state and accomplish the type of therapy I set out to do. I was totally immersed in this awesome sensation that I'd only experienced from going to professional hypnotherapists. Then, of course, my phone vibrated on the hardwood table, and it brought me back to reality. In order to avoid this disappointment, it's always important to let your family and friends know that you'll be busy for the next half hour or so. And if you think you'll be receiving random text messages from your friends about a Game of Thrones episode, then it's best to turn your phone completely off. Your pets can also be a nuisance. Most people find it best to keep the dog or cat outside the room until the session is over. But if you have a calm pet that can keep still and not bother you, then it does no harm to share the moment with them. Here's how I set the scene for a session. How's that for an alliteration? The first thing I do is make the room adequately dark. It doesn't have to be pitch black, but closing the curtains or blinds will help with any distracting light. Number 2, lie down on a couch, bed, or yoga mat with your head propped up. Chances are, if you do this completely flat, you're probably going to fall asleep. Number 3, grab a blanket, just in case the temperature changes. Also, it's important to know that itching, coughing, or sneezing doesn't interfere with hypnosis. If you start shivering, reach for the blanket, get warm, and continue. Number 4, light some incense. Now this one's totally up to you, but when I'm at home, I have to have incense whenever I do self-hypnosis or meditation. There's something about the action of striking the match and lighting the stick. It's kind of become like a ritual for me that signifies that the process has begun, and it's as if I instantly enter a hypnotic state just at that point. I also find a certain amount of symbolism between the ashes of the incense stick and my renewed self when I emerge. Number 5, and for some this might be the most important, put on headphones. Not a requirement at all, but strongly suggested to enhance the experience. Self-hypnosis by no means requires that you listen to a recording, but in this course I'm going to teach you how to make your own recording, and the headphones will greatly help you immerse yourself in this process.